So here we are back for yet another CyberTruck versus Ford Lightning video. These were all recorded back in January, but they're as timely as ever because the same questions keep coming in no matter how many times I debunk them. So let's compare the two vehicles and let's talk all about it. So let's get started. I'm Brian. Welcome to my Tesla weekend. Wow, fanboy much? Besides using misleading arguments and facts, the general disdain for Ford is palpable, and the ignorance of the truck-buying customer is apparent. I'm sure the tone of this video is purposeful effort to trigger watchers to comment and thus help your channel with the YouTube algorithm. Nobody could really be that clueless. Could they? I won't waste my time with facts. You seem to not want to bother with them much anyway. You win the YouTube battle, though. I have replied. Tesla will win, even though they don't really approve of Tesla. Here's the thing. There are fanboys. Fanboys do exist. Tesla fanboys? Ford fanboys? I used to think they didn't. I made a whole video about it, and I was mistaken. Fanboys are wrong way more often than they are right. And that's true. If you're going to blindly adhere to something rather than facts, you're going to be wrong sometimes. Your devotion will not allow you to accept any facts outside of your set beliefs. Well, that's the part you are playing anyway. Cheers and happy driving. Happy driving to you as well, Kim Courage. So the thing is, yeah, there are people who have very strong beliefs. Some of them are straight up crazy people. I'm hoping to provide information that goes beyond that gets to the point where it's actually just facts. That's my hope. You're complaining about a few inches that don't even make a difference. Well, if we're talking 8 feet versus 8'1", yeah, it doesn't matter much. 8'1" versus 8'2", not a big deal. 8'3" versus 8'5", who cares? But if we're talking 8'1" versus 9 foot, it matters. At some point, it matters. Just because a frame is going to be more beefy doesn't mean it will be heavier. Yes, it does. Talking about partnerships to cut costs, do you even realize that they partner with several different companies to cut costs? Yes, I understand that that's their objective, regardless of whether or not it actually works. Tesla has higher margins on comparable products than Ford does, so, Example, Chevy Allison 1000, 10-speed, and Ford 10R140 is the same transmission that was developed together. Yeah, cooperation like this is very common. The new Toyota Supra is not just basically a BMW, it is quite literally a BMW. That's not unusual, and it's not a cause for alarm, but it is a thing. Why not call it a Mustang? Is it their... here's the thing. Besides, they can call it whatever they want. Why call a Model 3 a Model 3? So here's the thing, buddy. I could go through all this, but why? Why? It's a wall of text, and I don't think you're being rational. Number 6, it's a truck. It's supposed to be used. It is not a luxury vehicle. But now you complain about it not having a radio? No, I'm complaining about the fact that a $40,000 to $80,000 vehicle doesn't come with basic amenities. I've bought cars before. I assume you've bought cars before. I expect certain things at certain price points. Don't you? If Ford wants to be compared apples to apples against the CyberTruck, they needs to show them apples. That's all I'm saying. So guys, even if this video wasn't completely biased to Tesla, I would still buy the Ford for the fact that it has a usable bed. No, it doesn't. On it that I can reach in and grab my stuff on top of having the ability of swapping beds and putting a flatbed or utility. I don't need a flatbed. I don't think I've ever met a human consumer of vehicles, a non-commercial consumer of a vehicle who needed a flatbed. Also, I'd get the Ford for the customer service and service department alone. What are you talking about, my friend? Have you been to a Ford dealership? Customer service. Holy smokes. I mean, I'm not even sure where to start. The service department? Would you like a $90 wiper blade? Because that's what they offer. I mean, maybe I'll pull up some actual examples of products that they sell. I don't know if my research guy is going to be able to find them, but something like, a front headlight versus what you can get it for on Amazon. I'm going to guess it's going to be 5 to 10 times the price. I do not care for the service department. The service department is where the legacy dealers make all their money, and I'm not interested. I'm not interested. So there it is, and there you go. If you want to see more of these, there's a whole playlist. It's linked in the description. And, if you've got questions of your own, by all means post them. And if you've got answers, look through the questions and see if you can provide them. Maybe while you're at it, subscribe, hit the bell, follow me at 4K Podcast on Twitter. You do all that stuff. And a huge thanks, as always, to my Patreons who get early access, bonus content, an ad-free experience, and to help keep the channel running for as little as $1 a month. Literally, I cannot do this without you guys. Thank you so much. So what did I miss or misunderstand? Leave it all below. Tell me in them comments what I did wrong, and stay tuned, stay juicy, and I can't wait to hear from you clever robots on the electric side of the gas pump, I guess. And if there is anything at all, any questions, especially about the CyberTruck and the Ford Lightning, that you would like to see addressed, now is the time, because, I hope this is a series that is winding down, but, I thought that like 6 months ago, maybe a year ago, and here I am, wrong again. So, ask them questions, get them in, let's get them answered.